Hey there, this is Michelle Alpha Pescosolido, and it's been a while since I've done a video, but I have got a lot of things going through my mind over the past couple of weeks, so I thought that I would put it down on video for you guys. Yesterday, one of my leaders called me on the phone, needed a little bit of guidance. Now, he had been not seeing a whole lot of success, and through the course of a series of questions that I asked him, I found out that he was not focusing. Now that's going to be like a whole nother video that I'll do on how to keep your blinders on and how to stay focused. But what I want to talk to you about is through the course of this conversation, he started talking about, Michelle, you always talk about providing value, leading with value. What do I put on my fan page? You always talk about provide value to my fans on my fan page. Well, that stumped him, and he said, Michelle, I don't have anything valuable to offer. I'm just starting out. What do I have of value? Okay, that's a very good question. And I've gotten that enough times that I think that it's time for me to document it and put it on video. So let's go back, and I'm going to use my story because I think for me to be able to explain it in my own terms, it's going to help you guys out a lot better. So when I first started out about a year and a month ago on online marketing, that was about the time when I became really frustrated with what I was doing online. I was on information overload. I was on everybody's email list, all kinds of gurus that I kept hearing about that were making, $50, $100, $200,000 a month. I was on those lists. I was getting bombarded with this strategy works, watch this webinar, only to get to the end of an hour-long webinar and learn nothing. Nothing but a bunch of, fluff and hype and personal development. No doubt that's great stuff, but I wanted details and I wanted to take action and I wanted a step-by-step blueprint. So that's when I dove into attraction marketing. And that's how I built my business so quickly with My Lead System Pro using that attraction marketing method. And, I built a six-figure business in 6 months from the moment I decided to jump online. And the system works. I still use it to this day. But with attraction marketing, they talk about leading with value. Well, if you don't have anything of value to give out, how are you going to lead with value? That's the question I get. Well, here's what happened. I didn't have that either, guys. I was brand new online, had never marketed online, dove into My Lead System Pro. But what My Lead System Pro had for me was content in there already to give out to people that were also struggling in the industry. But the nice thing about it is when I was giving out that content to those people through different various marketing methods, it was positioning me as a leader within the industry. I was branded to that value that I was giving. Now, you may not be in a system, which I highly recommend you get into because that was the big turning point for me that changed the entire direction of my business. But it still goes back to, even though you have these tools, some people still get hung up on the fact that they don't have any value. Well, here's where I came in and I started doing videos. I mean, if I went back, and I think I've probably deleted them because I was so embarrassed by them, but I go back to some of the very first videos I've done. You can go find them on YouTube. They're there. Maybe not the very first, but they're there. I laugh. I laugh at it. Because I think my very first video was I got online and I said, all right, I'm going to try out this online marketing thing. This is my first video. I'm really excited about this. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to start tapping into XYZ's training. I'm going to start implementing it, and that's the only thing I'm going to focus on. All right. Through that one video, that very first video, I caught the attention of a couple of people. A couple of people that resonated with the fact that I said, I'm going to follow one person, I'm going to follow their strategies and implement those strategies. A light bulb moment came on in those 3 people, 2 or 3 people's head that watched that video. Now that may not seem like a lot to you, but 2 or 3 people, I made a difference. I made them realize something. So what did I just do? I just provided value to 2 or 3 people. Now I had no idea that's what I was doing. So I go and I do a next video. I mean, I think I went on a 30-day video challenge. I was giving an update on what was going on throughout my learning curve of internet marketing, attraction marketing, and I shared things. Well, through those conversations that I was having with people, each video I put out, I apparently gave away some nuggets that I wasn't aware of that was helping a couple of people. And before I knew it, after 6 months, I was sharing value to over 200, 300, 400 people in each video. That's how you develop that value, because it's the viewers who look at you and tell you what it is that you're providing them. They're the ones that create that kind of value inside of you. And what I want you to do is be in tune to that. Be in tune to the people who praise you, that thank you, and find out why. And keep building on that. Because one of the things I learned through the video marketing is I was very passionate. I didn't know that about myself. I mean, I knew that I was very emotional, but I never knew the term that I was passionate about what I did. I also didn't realize how driven I was. I was changing people's lives by them watching what I was doing and them coming to me and being like, wow, I wish I had the energy you had. I wish I had the drive you had. I wish I had the camera presence you have. I wish I had the mindset of being able to put blinders on and staying focused. Now, all I was doing was sharing my own experience as growing as an entrepreneur or an online marketer with people out there in the world and what was happening. They were coming back with feedback of how I had changed their lives. And that, my friends, is value. That's how you build your value and you discover where it is that you fit in to this internet marketing world. And through that, I kept doing more videos because I knew that I was passing on a message of being a driven entrepreneur, somebody who was passionate about what I did. I've been told that I'm very simple, direct, and to the point. Those are the things I continue doing to this day. I'm very step by step. I've told people in the past, before I realized I was step by step, that that's what I needed. And they agreed with me. So I realized that's how I had to be. Does that make sense, guys? I want to encourage you to just get out there and start talking. Start talking about yourself. Start talking about what you're learning. Don't hide behind the fact that you're not a leader yet, because you are a leader to somebody out there. Somebody out there that's 5 steps behind you is going to look to you as a leader, and they're going to continue to follow you in your journey. So I want to challenge you guys today or over the weekend or next week. Actually, don't even wait till next week. You need to implement it today. If you're watching this video now, implement today. Go out there, make one video today, and write about it. And put it on your blog and share it to the world. Tell everybody what you're doing, the struggles you're going through, and talk about what you have discovered in this industry. Make it positive, and I guarantee you somebody's going to respond if you get it out there. So I want you guys to take this message, do something with it, take action, and I hope you guys have a fabulous, fabulous weekend. Bye-bye.